you're struggling with temptation because you're going from temptation level 1 to temptation level 100, and then you're failing temptation level 100 and wondering why you can't resist it. What you have to understand about temptation is there's levels to the game. For example, making your bed, right? Let's say that's level 1. Do you make your bed every single day? Because if you don't, that's the weakest temptation there is. So if you're not making your bed every single day, you cannot expect to be able to fast, to be able to commit to semen retention. Like a lot of people on TikTok, they DM me, they ask me, yo bro, I always relapse and I can't stay consistent with semen retention. The first thing I always ask them is, what does your day-to-day life look like? And they tell me, you know, they wake up, they have breakfast, they give into one temptation, they scroll on their phone when they wake up, that's another temptation. They don't train, so they give into another temptation. They eat unhealthy, they're given into another temptation. They play video games and watch movies, given into another temptation. They don't do the shit they're supposed to do. Anything where you don't do the right shit, where you don't do the shit you're supposed to do, is because you're given into a temptation. They lie every single day, they're given into another temptation. So what you have to understand about temptation is, it's like when you play a video game like Elden Ring, your character has to be of a certain strength in order to defeat a boss. You want to think of these bosses as temptation. So for example, the weakest boss in Elden Ring is going to be like the weakest temptation, making your bed. And then the boss that's like the top of the top, the highest, is probably going to be something like semen retention, fasting, or telling the truth. They're the 3 bosses at the top of Elden Ring. So think about how much training, how much bosses you have to defeat in order to be capable of defeating the 3 bosses at the top. You have to spend so long defeating so many more weaker bosses, and you have to spend so long training in order to defeat those. So it's the exact same concept when it comes to temptation. You need to firstly identify all the temptations in your life that you are unaware of. Like you probably never even thought of making your bed being a temptation, or scrolling on social media being a temptation. People don't think of these things because it's so normalized nowadays. So you have to first start at the bottom. You have to start at the beginning, at the level 1 boss. Just go through every single second of your life focused on temptation and ensuring that you're not giving in to any temptation. You need to start off with things like making your bed. Don't go on your phone in the morning. Don't go on video games in the morning. Change your breakfast to a healthier breakfast rather than skipping breakfast, and then gradually over time you strengthen your mind. Oh, you can start skipping breakfast, and all of a sudden it gets easier and easier and easier, just like in Elden Ring. All of a sudden you go from killing a level 1 boss to killing level 10 boss to killing level 20 boss. If you follow the process, it's easy. If you follow the order that the game is meant to be played, it's easy. So you need to follow life how it is meant to be played. You need to play life how it is meant to be played. And over time, your mind is going to strengthen and strengthen and strengthen. And before you know it, fasting's easy. Semen retention is easy. Telling the truth all the time is easy.